Hey guys, it's Sithlore. I wanted to talk about the sacrifice skill today. This is an extremely powerful skill, and it's all about the playstyle that you like. I enjoy the tank type playstyle, where you've got a bunch of pets in front of you that are there, which allow you to do damage, and they're basically meat shields. Whereas the sacrifice skill does significant amount of damage, and but at the same time you lose the meat shield. So it becomes a little more of a damage type build rather than anything else. And there's a couple of really good builds out there that focus on the sacrifice skill. The thing that, in my opinion, is important to know about the sacrifice skill is that you want to be using passives associated with it. So the main passives that you want to be using are Circle of Life, and Zombie Handler is great, so that you can have 4 dogs out, although it's not necessary. And then Grave Injustice, and you want to ensure that you've got something that extends your pickup radius quite significantly. So the recommendation that a lot of people use, or the item that a lot of people use, is the Thing of the Deep, which is the legendary frog. So anyways, let's take a look at the skill. So as you can see, I just blew up my dogs, and as a result of blowing up my dogs, it killed everybody on the screen. So let's go back to town, we'll change skills, and we will take a look at what some of the other runes do. So the first rune is Black Blood, which slows enemies by 60% for 8 seconds. So the advantage of this is if you haven't killed all of your dogs, or sorry, if you haven't killed the enemy associated with this, then whoever is left will be slowed significantly. Since I killed them, it doesn't make any difference. So the next rune, Next to Kin, is one of the most common runes as a result of the additional 35% chance that it's going to spawn a zombie dog. So once the cooldown ends, and so we've got 4 dogs out. A bunch of additional skeletons should be falling out. Here we go. So my dogs are in the area, blow them up, and I was able to recover 1 dog again. So slightly below the average, but as you can see, it still was fairly effective in recovering those back. So now, since I've got 1 dog still, I can blow up another one. And by the time my cooldown ended, I've got more dogs that can be resurrected. So the next skill is Pride. So you're able to regenerate a significant amount of mana. Now, the actual sacrifice skill does not cost any mana, but of course you'll be not only using the sacrifice skill, but you'll be utilizing other skills associated with it. So depending on what build you are looking at, so let's empty out some of my mana. I've got a full bulb as a result of 1 sacrifice. I now just have to wait to regenerate, or to recast any dogs. So let's go back to town, we'll switch up the rune. So this is the life one. The reason I don't like this, although it does regenerate a whole bunch of life, is the fact that if I'm low on life, the last thing that I want to be doing is sacrificing my dogs. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to show you that it actually does restore any life because it was at full health, but take my word for it that it does. I just don't like the rune because, like I said, if I am needing the boost of life, the last thing that I want to be doing is getting rid of my meat shield. So this is the highest damage. It's a skill that will increase your damage by 5% for every dog. So as you can see, I'm at 44,000 right now. And so by sacrificing all 4 of my dogs, my damage went up 20%. So now, for the next 20 seconds, I believe, 30 seconds, I now have 52,000 DPS instead of the normal 44,000. My DPS is back to the lower level, and I'm able to resummon my dogs and sacrifice them again, which will then increase my DPS. So anyways, guys, that is the sacrifice skill. It's, again, an extremely strong skill, but it's all based on playstyle because it's gonna utilize at least one, and to be used effectively, unless you have a huge pickup radius, you're also gonna need to utilize zombie dogs as well. So some people don't like it, just for the fact that the build is focused on this one skill. But again, any questions or comments, please leave them below. Thanks for watching.